This was weird. Uh, okay, hold on. So, Weirdo has been in the comments for a minute now. Obviously, she was operating up under different names, and once she changed her name to Ms. Waller, even if it might have been BLK News, whatever, but when she came out as Ms. Waller, now we know like sis been around for a minute. Okay, let me move this so we can look at this comment, and then we're going to proceed with some downsizing and some mommy YouTube streets wretched. Okay. All right. Okay. So this was a video from 5 months ago, y'all. Sis been in the comments for a minute. Okay. Um, which does not surprise me, but it does surprise me to a certain extent. Let me show you the video first. This video is from June 30th. July, August, September, October, November, December 30th will be 6 months. Okay. Let me shimmy pop on down. Let me shimmy pop tootsie slide. Okay. This wench. BLK News. First, let's be clear. His criminal record is from the 90s, released in 2008. Has not been in trouble since his release. That's not true. Let me just read the whole thing, and then we'll get into this over on Real Talk Bougie. But I just wanted to, just because it was on my mind. Um, First, let's be clear. His criminal record is from the 90s, released in 2008. Has not been in trouble since his release. He was aware of his past. He was in his 20s. These new charges should be civil, not criminal. But because of the city that started this investigation, twisted the facts to make it seem criminal. The video of the child was found in a used computer he purchased along with an old police vehicle that his security staff used. The date on the video is prior to the purchase of the computer. How do you know? We all know police make false arrests and prosecutors lie in court for a false conviction, but you people are quick to believe the bullsh. 5, 6 months ago, I would have never, I didn't even, it didn't even cross my mind that this wench was in my comments. There is no girlfriend in Florida or any state, nor was he moving out of the country. Again, lies told. Now, I get a lot of weird comments, so this wouldn't have been any different, but so strange, right? There's no girlfriend in Florida or any state, nor was he moving out of the country. Again, lies told to make his bond too high for release. Stop gossip, do your homework. So, 200 days in jail and details in Fulton County bond hearing, it isn't gossip. That was my first response. And then she said, if you have no experience with the court system, you have no idea how it works. How do you think innocent people get convicted of crimes? By police and prosecutors being honest? They lie more than real criminals. Unless the crime is on video, you can't believe what goes on in court. I've been a paralegal for 20 years, seen it. The prosecutor lies. Prosecutor lied. I said, thanks for the additional insights. I've had, and I meant to say loved one, falsely accused. Unfortunately, the identity theft was recognized easily and cleared up, but it was scary. Those things do need to be talked about. That is how people learn and gain awareness. Okay. So 19 hours ago, someone was in my comments and said, We now know this comment is from your friend back when before they were exposed, okay? Was clearly in your and other comments way back then. So I got this message, I got this, comment, and I was like, what is she talking about? And I looked, and then I looked, I was like, bitch, what are you doing here? This trick has been in the comments all along. Girl, what did I say? I said, wow, this slore has been trolling hard. Okay, girl. Anyway, interesting. And there's more. There's more, guys. You know how any of you guys who have a channel, when people subscribe to you, you can kind of hover and see if they publicly subscribe to you, how long they have been a subscriber, right? Um, Let me see if I can see one here. And it'll tell you, you know how like sometimes Keisha will say, oh, I was looking to see, their favorable comments on your phone app. You can actually see it more readily. But sometimes on here, you can see it might have like a little suitcase or a little icon, and it'll tell you like this person has publicly subscribed to you for X number of time and has, this person might have X number of hearts from you or whatever. So I was like, what? I was shocked, y'all. I was shocked. Okay. And some of you guys have been around long enough, we had a situation. Um, was that it may have been 3 years ago now. Um, on some identity theft. And that's what I was referring to. But at the end of the day, girl, once they get into those computers and stuff doesn't match up and stuff, girl, it's just oh, okay, we've deleted that. And it's not even a dismissal, it's not even anything. It's you're a victim, okay, of identity theft, and additional felonies will be added to this other person who gave false information, all of the things, right? Anyway, so we did have experience with that as being victims, just like the lady who was driving the Ultima and thought the car was her granddaughter's car, free and clear. The lady got arrested and all kinds of stuff like that. Shit happens. And the likelihood of it happening multiple times is slim to none. But at the end of the day, shit really do happen. But as far as this coincidence of this computer and whatever, it's just funny to me that 6 months ago, this woman is in the comments creating scenarios, alibis, and reasons. Um, this is the type of detail that will have Sonya on the witness stand, because it sounds like she knows way too much about his situation. And okay, so her saying he hadn't been in trouble, that's debatable. He'd been arrested numerous times. People don't just run down to the police station and start making reports on you. They just don't. You know what I mean? And he's saying the video. She's saying the video. How does she know it's a video? They said the image. They didn't say the video image. They said the image. Um, and they never said it was a computer. So that's a report that I'm gonna get. I know Sylvia read it in detail on her channel. I would like to be able to actually read it, to hear what it says and hear what it doesn't say, to understand why you know so much about something that he has not talked about on the phone calls in detail, and that maybe you two are talking about in those messages, or maybe you just know about, period. I don't know. I don't know what this woman knows. But this video was posted almost 6 months ago on June 30th. And here she is in my comments talking shit and doesn't even bother to. And did she really need to say, oh, by the way, I'm Sonya? No. But let me look at my envelope. My envelope that I got from Cobb County, because they sent it to me UPS. When I first got my call log, when I got the call log that my FOIA request, this is dated September 8th, 2023. So June 30th, so phone calls from prison started putting their first videos out of these calls back in August. This winch was out here, and I said it like that, winch, for a reason, because shouts out to my friend who comes to the chat sometimes, Tall Jewel. She's so funny. This winch, June 30th, so 2 months before a phone call was ever even posted to YouTube, this wackadoodle winch was over here commenting on stuff that hadn't even came out yet for the general public. She says a video. Majeski talked about photos. Okay. I don't know. This is the kind of stuff that if the prosecutors and powers that be are watching the bloggers, I definitely will clip this. Let me put a mark. Hold on one second. That way I can make sure to put a marker. So this part of the video, you'll see this over on Real Talk Bougie. I will clip this and make this a standalone, because I know everyone doesn't come over here for this mommy content. But sis is a whole mommy and grandmother. We heard her grandmother stylings yesterday. Girl, I'm assuming that was her grandchild. I'm not 100% sure, but someone entrusted her with a baby. And sis was doing a whole Jasmine. There were people in the comments talking about she must be related to my Jazzy life. Anyway, I will put this up later on Real Talk Bougie, this little addressing the comments. And there's more. Sis has been in my comments for a minute. And I didn't even realize, girl, I had to block her over here because she came with some bullshit the other day, and I didn't like it very much. I'm like, sis, you're not going to be getting shine on my channels like this. But little did I know, this person has been in my comments for a minute. So we're going to talk about this when this is over, but let's go ahead and get into my Jazzy life. But this is just one example of ma'am trying to steer the narrative prior to the calls even coming out.